Hi, today we're learning about social gatherings. A party is a social gathering. Meeting at a restaurant to eat lunch with your friends is a social gathering. Social gatherings are quite informal in the United States. Most people do not use parties to show wealth or taste. We only have a party to get people together to chat. I never have a party to show you how beautiful my house is or that I have a new car. No, just for social gathering, just for fun. Parties are opportunities for people to gather, converse, and relax. As a result, the host-guest relationship, which is quite formal in many cultures, is very relaxed or informal in the United States. Your host wants you to feel at home. You may be greeted at the door with, "Make yourself at home." This means that you have to serve yourself. Not usually. I'm going to disagree with this. If someone says make yourself at home, what it means is they want you to relax, but usually the host will say, "Can I get you something to eat or something to drink?" Then your host will give it to you, something to eat or something to drink, or the host will show you the table to eat at. So usually at a party, there's a big table and people put food on the table. In that case, you have to help yourself. Your host is not going to put your food on your plate. Invitations are usually informal and often oral. Oral means there's no piece of paper. They'll just tell you, "Please come to my house tomorrow at 7." But they tell you the time and place. "Will you come over Tuesday at 8?" A statement such as "come and see me sometime" or "drop in" is not an invitation. If somebody says, "come to my house sometime" or "someday," that means you still have to telephone them before you come in. If you would accept an invitation, it is important that you go and be punctual. So if they say come at 8 o'clock, they want you to come at 8 o'clock, not 7:30, not 9 o'clock. Maybe between 8 and 8:20 would be okay. The host expects you to call as soon as possible. If you have to cancel, if you say yes, but then you have to say no, the host expects you to call and cancel if you must cancel. It is considered rude to simply not show up. So if somebody invites you to a party and you say yes, but then something happens and you can't go, please call or email or text someone to say, "I'm sorry, I can't go." If you are not interested in the invitation, it is better to politely refuse the date or appointment in the beginning. Refusing a date is not rude, is not considered rude in the United States. A formal written invitation requires a response and often a written response. So if somebody gives you a piece of paper about a wedding or a funeral or some big event and it's in writing, you have to call or text if you can go. If an invitation says RSVP, you must call the host and tell him whether or not you will be there. If you cannot attend or do not plan to attend, just say so. Do not say yes just to be polite. The RSVP is to help the host plan how much food and drink to prepare. They have to know how many people are going to their house. They need to have an accurate counting of people. So you have to call them to say if you're going to go or not going to go. If your invitation says regrets only, you only need to tell your host if you do not plan to attend. So if it says RSVP, you always call or text to say I'm coming or I'm not coming. But if it says regrets only, you only call to say I'm not going. If you are unsure how to dress, What should I wear? Should I wear a formal dress or casual clothes? Call the host and ask, what should I wear? Okay, so usually the host will tell you, oh, just wear casual clothes, or oh, please wear a dress, or please wear a suit. They will tell you what to wear. That's normal to call and ask if it's a big party. Then student gatherings. Student gatherings are much less formal. What time you arrive makes little difference because people are coming and going all the time. So if you have a big school party and it goes from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, you can come at 6, 7, 8, 9, 9:30. It's okay. It's not formal. There's a time span for school events. Many student parties are BYOB. Bring your own beverage. A beverage is something you drink. You will make enemies rapidly if you go to parties and drink other people's beverages. Don't do it. So if something is BYOB, even if you just want water, bring water. Beer, wine, Pepsi, coffee, bring your own thing to drink. I know that might seem crazy to you. And you can't go and drink somebody else's drink. That's not polite. If a party's BYOB, then bring it. Gifts for the host. It is not necessary to bring flowers, candy, or a gift to the dinner host. However, it's a nice thing to do. So I think if you go to someone's house for the first time, you should take a small, like a little candle or a little flowers, or take a little candy, take something to the guest. It's very polite. And you should always say thank you when you leave. It's also polite to write a note or call the next day and repeat your thank you. Okay? Overnight guests, if you spend the night, usually bring a small, inexpensive gift to the host, such as a souvenir from your home country or other small remembrance. Remembrance is gift, a gift to remember you. So if you spend the night, you should take a small gift, always. But if you go to a party, it's good to take a small gift, but you don't have to. But you should always say thank you 2 times. Thank you at the end of the party and thank you the next day. Now, table etiquette. Etiquette means manners. Table means about the food. This is very important. If you have dietary restrictions like no pork, no milk, no flour, no sugar, it's a good idea to tell your host when she invites you. For example, if you have no pork, you should say, I'm happy to go to dinner, but I'm sorry I don't eat pork. That way, if the lady or the man plan to give you pork, they will also have chicken for you. It's very important to tell them. When you are at the dinner table eating, when you're eating, and if you're asked if you would like something, do not refuse out of politeness. So if you're at my house and I have potato salad and I say, would you like some potato salad? If you say no, I'm not going to ask you again. Just say yes. If you say no, it means I think you don't like it. So when you are at the dinner table and are asked if you would like something, do not refuse out of politeness. The host or hostess probably will not ask you a second time. After you have eaten enough, it is okay to decline, to say no to more food. Just say, no, thank you, I don't want more food. I think this reading was really useful and interesting. I wish we had face-to-face, then we could have a party. Bye.